Mình ăn thử xem có ngon không?
Oh, nom nom nom. It's really yummy. Oh yeah, so yummy. It's really beautiful and yummy.
Oh.
Like our video. This is our video too. It stays in that. Thanks for liking our video. Don't forget to like our video.